HPR 274 presents Simply Sweet, and here to present today's recipe is your host, Katherine Tisdale.
Hi, and welcome to Simply Sweet. I am your host, Katherine Tisdale. Last week, we made some delicious brownies. Now this week, we're going to make something a little bit different. We're going to make a cupcake, but not just any cupcake. We are going to make a giant cupcake. I know you're thinking, how do you make a giant cupcake? Well, it's actually really simple. You have a mold like this, and basically you're making a cake. Now, just like a cake, you have your simple ingredients. You have your cake mix, your water, your eggs, and your oil. Now you just read what's on the back of your cake mix. And like this one calls for 1/4 of a cup of water, 1/2 a cup of vegetable oil, and 3 eggs. So you put all of it in your bowl, and then you mix it up with your whisk, or if you're not like me and you have a mixer, that works just nicely. It actually works a little bit better, at least I think. After which, well, to be honest, before this, you also want to make sure you preheat your oven. This box of cake mix requires it to be preheated at 350 degrees. Like I said, you want to do it before you make your cake mix. Now, after you get everything mixed up and everything in your bowl, you're going to want to get your mold. And that's what this is. Now, with this, it really is very, very difficult for it not to get where it does not stick. What I found easy, if you use a little bit of Crisco, get it all over your hands and get it all into the mold, and then get some of your flour from your cake mix, or if you're using like a white cake, if you just get like some just white flour, you can easily just kind of sprinkle it in, and it prevents it from sticking. It's a lot better. Now, after that, what you're going to do is you're going to fill it up to right here. And about right here, because your cake is going to rise. And you don't want your cake to overflow into your oven, because that's a huge mess that you do not want to clean up. At least I know I do not. All right. So after you do that, you're going to put it in the oven. And for this cake mix, it calls for about 35 minutes. So on the box, it will say like right here or somewhere else, 35 minutes or 30 to 35. And that's what you're going to use. So you're going to put it in the oven. And when it comes out, you're going to have 2 separate parts. You're going to have your top. And you're also going to have your bottom. Now, with these two, they, as you can tell, come together to form a huge cupcake. All right, so now we're going to be piecing the cupcake together. You're going to take your icing, which I have already put in a bag for you. And this icing, because I have a red velvet cake, is cream cheese icing, which is very yummy. At least I think so. And what you're going to do is you can use like a plastic baggie like I have, or you can use like your, what's it called? The icing bags or something like that. And you're just going to bring it all the way down to right here. And you're going to cut the tip off. Or at least attempt to cut the tip off. Just like that. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to just ice a little bit right here so we can put them both together. All right. And then you just plop it on top. Now, when we come back, we will be icing the top of the cake and putting on decorations, so stay tuned.
This is Jake. Jake wears the other deodorant. Kevin, on the other hand, wears Stink Be Gone.
Could be worse.
Hey Jake, nice day, huh?
That's so
Come on, it
gross!
ain't that bad.
Don't be like Jake. Stink Be Gone deodorant keeps you smelling fresh for the ladies.
All right, welcome back. Okay, so when I last left you, we just now put the top of the cupcake onto the top. Now what we're going to do is, if you look closely, this cupcake has little grooves. Now the best way to ice this thing is get your bag of icing and just kind of follow the grooves on up and like a spiral, just like so. And you're going to do it all the way around, just like that. Okay, and also right here as well, just come up as a spiral. Now once you get to get a lot on one side, you can get a knife and just kind of spread it out. It takes a little bit away from the spiral effect you just did, but you can always fix that by making your own lines by just going like that. And it makes a little line, and you can do it all the way around the cake. So I'm going to do a little bit more. Just like this. I go up in a spiral to the top. Just like so. Now you will use almost all of your icing because it's a cupcake, and you know cupcakes have to have a lot of icing. And like before, just go up as a spiral. All right. And then you can also spread it out, just like so. Now it's a little messy, but that's okay. All right. All right. And like I said before, you can add the lines just like this. Just kind of come up to the top. That one's a little sloppy, so let's try it again. Just like that. Like that. All right. And there we go. So you have your lines and swirls going on. And to be honest, right now it's a little bit sloppy, but the more you play with it, the more you can, you know, touch it up and make it pretty. But right now, we're quickly going to go over like decorations. So if you can look over here, I have my the cake I already made, and it's all decorated, all pretty. Has all your decorations, what you can do and everything. Now what we're going to do on this one's a little bit different. We're going to use these classic cupcake pearls. They're a little small, and some red sprinkles, and also we're going to put a candle on top. We can pretend it's someone's birthday or something, I don't know. So what you can do is we'll start with the sprinkles and just kind of sprinkle it on top. Now this can be very messy as well, and if you're like me, I'm a very messy cook. Clean up after is horrible. So then you're going to open this, which it's a little difficult. Got it? All right. Now these, they don't have a little top like the sprinkle does. And you're just going to kind of drizzle them on top. This kind of gives it like a wintry look, like snow and Christmas and everything. All right. So, and then we're going to put a candle on top. If we can get them open. All right. All right. We get a little cute little purple candle. Put it right on top, right in the cake. And then for anyone's birthday, of course, you'll light it just like a regular cake. Basically, this giant cupcake is just a regular cake. It's just shaped as a cupcake. And if you want to, go on our website, simplysweet.com, for more recipes. We will see you next time. Have a good holiday.